Hey guys, welcome to Disney Plus The Fuss. I am Brayton, one of your co-hosts here. We also got Sean on the mic.
Yo, what up, you guys? Thanks for listening.
It's great. And Garrett here as well.
What's
our
up?
other co-host. We are here to talk everything Disney, and specifically, we're going to be talking about The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
On this program, a bit of magic. That's what the show is all about.
Before we go any farther, I do want to point out we are drinking a festive eggnog, courtesy of Brayton, because we're actually recording this on Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving, thankful for you guys, and thankful for this fun podcast.
Why spend time with your family when you can make a podcast that doesn't make any money or love?
It's true. We are volunteers.
I want that on my gravestone.
Yep. Hopefully the audio is still good.
Yeah, hopefully.
It just was going crackle. But we're here to talk about specifically one thing, and that is the second episode of The Mandalorian, which did come out a little bit ago. We had some travels. We had some scheduling issues that were hard to avoid. So
Yeah, we're not sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
not
not
that sorry.
I'm
that is
thankful.
true. This is
Thanksgiving.
This is faux free, guys.
This is Disney Plus of us. We're pretty relentless, and we're not sorry about anything.
Can't stop, won't stop. Katy Perry, 2001.
Pay us.
I don't know if that was Katy Perry.
No, that's
2001.
Miley Cyrus.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Anyway, we're talking Mandalorian today, not Miley Cyrus. Even though Hannah Montana technically Disney Plus, so
Disney
who
Plus.
knows? I guess.
Some would say that was her golden years.
Anyway, anyway.
glad to know that they're still around. That's nice.
So
Now, episode 2.
Let's-
basically.
initial reaction. Should we?
Yeah,
Or you want to go over?
reactions.
You want to go over a recap?
Man,
really
you
quick?
jumped in the recap.
Well, I
Go
feel
for it.
like
Take-
I would like a
it's-
refresher.
Follow your heart.
Yeah. We basically start off right where we left off. We got
Right.
baby Yoda. The bounty has been taken. It's
The bounty.
and the reveal of baby Yoda.
No.
is amazing.
Episode 2
So cute.
hasn't the bounty hasn't been. Or,
No, he has
Baby Yoda is. The
he
bounty.
has
He's the
gotten the
bounty.
bounty.
Yes, he has.
He has not
Okay.
collected on it yet. He's walking through the corridors of what looks like Tatooine. It looks very, very similar to
One can only assume.
to Tatooine.
What if it is Tatooine and they just didn't?
Could be.
bother saying that?
Nah, yeah, I mean, you don't. It doesn't have to be, but it could be for sure.
I wonder.
I don't think it is though.
I don't think so. For
I
the
think
record,
this is
I don't
a.
think it is.
Yeah, I think this is a planet we don't even know, to be honest, or should care about, because I don't think they really think they don't care about that. It's just a planet.
It's the planet of the Borgs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't think they're going to reference this planet at all.
No, they actually
But-
haven't been labeling any of the planets that they've been
Yeah.
going to.
Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing so far?
I haven't noticed.
Okay, I wish that they would, because I just want to know. I don't know. Maybe just the name of where
they've
they're
done-
at would
For
make
me,
understand.
it doesn't detract from not knowing.
It doesn't. No. I don't think it makes it worse, but I would still like it to be.
So
labeled.
they've done away with a lot of little things that Star Wars traditionally does. So beginning of the episodes, they're not updating us in blue lettering saying,
Well, they're
meanwhile,
they're not blue letterings.
were they green? I'm pretty sure it was blue.
They're yellow.
No. Okay, guys. Watch Star Wars once. Am I right, fans?
It's a long time ago.
Blue lettering and
Oh,
then
you're talking about
gold.
before the crawl.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
But they don't do that. And so they're
They-
not.
they actually-
they're doing a lot of things.
They actually
differently.
haven't done that for several movies.
That's not true.
Nope. They for sure haven't. Solo did not.
They
Rogue
didn't do
One
that.
did not.
Can you fact check us, please? Because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they do.
Nope, they don't.
I don't know, but we're not going to argue about it because we're going to just keep talking about
All right.
episode 2.
Yeah.
But they're doing
Anyhow.
stuff different, and I'm okay with that. I could care less about the planet.
Anyhow,
The story isn't about the planet.
Mando gets jumped, and we get to see some legit disintegration.
Oh yeah, so this is back like Empire Strikes Back when Darth Vader's talking about all the bounty hunters going out and he says and no disintegrations and he like is talking to Boba Fett and he's like all right fine whatever. Or like I've always wanted to know what disintegrations look like. I'm like what does that mean? What does that look like if this bounty hunter's doing that to a guy? It's like oh dude, just exploding them, just literally just disintegrating.
Goodbye. And that dude
Oof.
got close. That dude got close to Yoda. Oh,
Right.
guys, also, this is going to be a full breakdown of the episode, so spoilers ahead, everyone. We are sorry. We'll get better at saying that up front, but it has to be said.
Yeah, well, we put it in the title though, or I will in post.
The internet needs it all.
We're assuming you have your Disney Plus and you've already watched it because
Or
it
your
came out
friends'
last
Disney
week.
Plus.
So
Yeah, come on.
we're here to
Anyhow.
celebrate, okay?
Anyhow, I just want to get better at saying it. Anyhow, so we see the Mandalorian get now that fight scene was pretty legit. It was pretty quick. I really liked it. How do you like the action in this episode?
I like the pacing of it a lot.
The pacing was pretty good.
It does move pretty quick.
They're
but-
still short episodes.
yes, but specifically like the action. Like I think we talked about in episode 1 is kind of like still feels like a Western vibe. It still feels like he's that
The whole show's
gunslinger
gonna
guy.
have that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And they're sticking with that, and I'm super down for it.
So the thing I like about the action in this is that my worry before it came out was, okay, we're going to see a lot of like laser blasters, lots of shooting, and not much hand-on-hand combat because there's no Jedis in there, so there's no lightsabers, which was my favorite action in the movies. And so since this isn't in the realm of Jedi yet, I was going to be like, there's just going to be a lot of cowboy shooting, but I've been pleasantly surprised. There's been a lot of hand-on-hand combat. You know, the cool little gizmos and gadgets he's got blowing up people and lighting people on fire has been way cool.
He has been using that
He loves that.
go-to
That's his
thing.
favorite.
Like, yeah, get ready for some flying.
Hey, ooh, you need a light? You need what's up?
All right. So anyway, let's talk initial reactions.
Yeah.
I actually didn't like it to begin with.
Guys, we just reviewed literally like 5 minutes of that episode. We didn't even review the entire episode.
Yeah,
It was like
I
5
know.
minutes
But I
out.
mean, we'll get to it.
We'll get to there.
We'll get to it. Initially, I was surprised that it was like 30 minutes, so it's
Yeah.
noticeably shorter, and it felt shorter, but it didn't feel like it wasn't a complete like adventure on its own.
I didn't care for it to begin with just because it was shorter and it felt very not juvenile, but the story structure was like, here's a problem, got to solve it, and then kind of like a neat wrap up of the episode. I think I still had an expectation of it being similar to a Game of Thrones style where we're going to find out like little bits and pieces of places that are out happening like simultaneously to what's happening with him. Kind of, I guess I had a different expectation of what was going to happen. Upon kind of reviewing it, I like it a lot better now.
Okay.
Now that I know what is happening.
All right.
So I actually liked this episode because they did something a little different that I thought. So it is 30 minutes, but also the cool thing about the show is that it is a show and that they can take their time. And so this was a character piece, in my opinion. And then the more we get into the episode and he discovers that this little baby Yoda has powers and
He doesn't just. Oh, he does.
he does. And he goes, there's something special about this bounty, and I don't know what it is, but he just saved me, and he's a little baby. And I think that was the whole, like, this episode was character of Mando and Baby Yoda creating a relationship, which goes into episode 3, which we'll talk about later. But this was a beautiful character piece that I was like, okay, episode 1, fast action, fast story. We're on a ride, and I like that they slowed down and it was like, you know what, we're gonna do this, and it might be a non-factor. Like, why do we have this episode? It's not very exciting, but I like that we slow down because it's like it's a show. Take
I
your
agree. I
time.
definitely
Yeah.
agree because it kind of feels like a part of the overall story that might have been skipped in like an original Star Wars movie. It's like, okay, well, how did they get from this planet back to their ship, or how did they get from point A to point B?
Right, just
and yeah,
do it-
because it's taking it slower, it's given that time to really like develop that character, and you get to see a little bit more.
Right, that's kind of what I was expecting, was kind of just a transitional wipe, and then boom, he's at the other planet,
Right,
getting
right.
ready to.
But then his ship,
to
yeah,
do that.
and then
But then
all-
you find out that his ship got
been
ravaged,
ransacked, yeah.
and so he has to try and figure out how to get it back. So he follows. Those are Jawas.
Jawas, yeah.
Yeah, he
Jawas.
follows the Jawas and annihilates them.
Yeah.
Too. He disintegrates
Oh,
them.
I love that.
That was
sequence.
funny. That was funny. I like
Yeah,
that.
and it was very interesting because I thought it would feel weird with the Baby Yoda ball floating and following him like the entire time, because he goes through basically a very similar Western style chase scene.
Yeah, he's trying to get on the train.
He's trying to get on the train.
Right.
Yeah, and you see the kind of the homage to the Indiana Jones in the Last Crusade with trying to ram him into the hillside, and he does that little last minute sneak into the thing. So that was all of that was very in theme with kind of the Western style of spaghetti westerns, which was really
and I
really
liked
cool.
it. Liked it
Yeah,
a lot.
but you also see the Jawa on their giant
You
like
say it weird.
semi truck.
Say that again. Wait.
Jawa?
They're
that's
Jawas.
That's incorrect. It's
Jawa.
Jawa.
Jawaniqua?
No, it's just Jawa.
Jawa.
Is it coupon or coupon?
I'm gonna punch you in the Jawa unless you start saying it right.
Anyways, the Jawa. You like that?
No.
Nobody likes that.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Let me know if you like Jawa
Hey,
or Jawa.
Let us know in the comments. How do you guys pronounce it? Do you pronounce it the correct way, Jawa, or do you pronounce it Garrett's way, Jawa?
You guys are just saying it fast. I'm saying Jawa. What's that?
Oh my
Anyways,
goodness.
back to their
Okay.
ship. Okay, when you see that ship, do you not go, oh my gosh, New Hope, how exciting. I haven't seen the ship since the first original movie.
What?
Yes. Oh my
Are you
gosh.
talking about the truck?
New Hope. That's when we first.
Oh,
had-
the sand. The
beginning
the
of
Jawas.
this entire
Oh,
series of
yeah,
Star
okay.
Wars was the beginning
the
with
sand,
the droids.
the Sand Rider.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called.
But wasn't it cool to kind of see that? I thought
yeah.
that. I was like,
Oh, yeah,
New
yeah. I
Hope,
was like, I recognize that. Yeah,
yeah.
Right. No, the whole element of having a translator and being like, hey, I don't talk to them, and
Yeah, it was awesome.
you have them talking about, hey, it's like they don't steal. No, they don't destroy. They
just
steal.
take, right?
Right.
Yeah, they just steal, and which was really really cool.
And one thing that I've really been like kind of like bugged at Disney is because they've really played on nostalgia for almost all of the new things that they've done, and they haven't really cared about the storyline, the character development, or anything else. And I think a lot of people can agree with that, and a lot of people can disagree with that. But I think with this, and it's been amazing. You all can agree with that. But the nostalgia in this is really fun because I think they're doing it right. They're not
Right.
going.
It's
They're
not-
not
it's-
just
yeah.
pouring it on us, and we're like, "Gosh, can you stop? I want to know. I want to get to know a character."
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't feel like fan service. It just feels
They're
exciting,
not
like
stroking
it used
our
to do.
fan ego.
Right. This is a family-friendly podcast. I'd like to remind you. No.
Have you ever made eggnog?
Once or twice. I experimented with eggnog in college.
Careful.
Okay, so let's move on to the segment, the part of the episode where we talk about what we specifically like about this episode.
Sean, you go first.
Sure. I really loved how we got to see the Mandalorian's the character, how he was kind of like impatient because he's got the bounty and he's a great bounty hunter, but then his like ship is mangled and he's got to go deal with these like scavengers, and he's just like so irritated and he can't be patient with these guys because they took what belongs to him, and he just pulls out his flamethrower because they're making fun of him because they're like, oh, you sound like a Wookiee. He's like, oh yeah, you can't understand me. He's like, do you understand this? And he just like nearly incinerates the face of one of these Jawas. And I was just like, oh yeah, I would be doing the same thing. I'd be like, these guys are little punks. They took what doesn't belong to them, and now I have to like bend over backwards to do this, And then I like the idea of him going to like the monster cave because we didn't know what kind of monster it was, to go get the prize, kind of like the Indiana Jones thing, going into the cave to go get it, and we don't know exactly what's going to happen. But yeah, I like that.
Super fun.
Yeah, I think that my favorite thing from the episode was when Baby Yoda was trying to heal him, and he kept on putting him back in the crib. It was just like, hey, no, bro. It's like, it was actually really, really cool because that was the first inkling of going like, oh, this baby knows how to use the Force, and it's
Heal him? What do you said? Heal him.
yeah.
Like
so
what part?
So he in the episode 1 he has a
Cut. Yeah.
yeah, he's cut like from a shot or something.
Yeah,
know?
he's doing,
man,
like using
totally.
electricity to
basically like
cauterize himself.
like staples or like
Thanks for
cauterizing
reminding
himself.
me, guys.
Yeah, and so Baby Yoda's over there. He sees him because Baby Yoda like cares about this guy.
Yeah.
And
He's in tune with the
yeah,
Force.
and then
He's
but-
cute.
yeah,
So real cute little
Mando-
guy.
oh man,
Such a really cute little guy. Yeah. So little.
Oh man, so cute.
he's
Yeah,
the
so he
cutest.
tries.
He is the cutest.
So he tried it, and that was like, oh, this is probably a reason why why he's important. So that was really cool.
that foreshadowing kind of.
yeah.
Okay, it's like the tip of the hat kind of.
And then by the end of the episode, we for sure get the confirmation, which is a nice little kind of through line where they kind of hint to something, and they pay it off within the episode. Where
True.
a lot of shows will probably hint at something over the course of like 3 or 4. But this, at least for the episodes that we've seen thus far, they have done a really good job of kind of presenting something in the episode and then paying it off within the episode.
Right, I do appreciate that. All right,
Absolutely.
what did you like about this
Oh
one?
my gosh, very similar to Brayton. But the end, okay, they're in the battle scene and he's fighting this monstrous rhinoceros looking like alien and he's getting his butt whooped, and the scene and it looks so dramatic, and he gets his knife out and he puts his head down and it looks like he's accepting defeat almost, and then the rhinoceros monstrous guy comes charging at him, and then Yoda uses the Force and picks up this guy, and I saw this deep moment in the episode where, like, from what we've seen, Mandalorians are very almost like Spartans, where you die with honor. From what I saw, like him putting his head down, like ready to accept defeat, and the culture that they're kind of creating of like the Mandalorians being this kind of like you saved my life. Oh, I'm like forever grateful type of characters. And so when Yoda stops the rhinoceros monstrous and
You can call it a rhinoceros.
No, this is I like that.
Rhymonstrous sounds nice. to me.
Rhinoceros. That's fun.
It does have a name. It was in Clone Wars. I forget what it's called though.
I'm actually, side note, I started Clone Wars 2 nights ago. I'm on episode 2.
Oh, okay,
Super
I'm
excited
talking
about
about Attack of the Clones. Sorry,
Attack of the Clones? Well,
Yeah,
that's
sorry.
totally not the Clone Wars
totally
series.
not Clone Wars. Sorry.
But anyways, I thought that was such a cool scene because I feel like that's where that connection with Baby Yoda and Mandalorian, where it's like, you saved my life. I love you. And it's not I love you, but it's like, I got you.
yeah.
But it's still curious.
It's like
'cause he's still wearing
humility,
his
kinda.
helmet. I'm just assuming a
He
lot.
still
of
has that honor.
Dude, that knife was. He must have hit that thing right where it needed to be, because that thing was small.
Yeah, seriously.
Like,
He went down easy.
that thing went. Yeah, it's like
that was a sound effect.
Is that all? Is that all you needed to
So
do?
then, all right. So how do you guys feel about the big payoff? The way he's going to earn back the parts of his ship is by getting an egg. I understand he had to kill the monster first, but the Jawas really just wanted that big fat Benny. They've been wanting brunch for so long.
There isn't one broken yolk on this planet.
We just want some omelets.
Yeah.
I was watching this episode with my wife, and she's like, it's like a video game. Like, every episode is a different level. Like, okay, what do we have to conquer, kill, or capture?
Yeah. And then
I'm
the
like,
armor
exactly,
upgrades. Yeah,
exactly.
Very accurate, and it works though.
I want to see the player that is controlling Mandalorian.
Yeah, that's kind of like
What basement do I have
It's
to
kind of
go
like,
to?
oh, here's a problem. Now you need to go solve it.
Yeah.
And
No, it's
that's-
simple and
you
it's-
follow them as they go. What were we talking about?
We were talking about that little baby knife.
The Mandalorian. That's right.
The egg.
The egg.
the
Oh, yeah, that's
egg.
right. That's right. I
gotta
was
be
fine with
yoking
that.
me.
I was fine with that because it was kind of like, oh, this dude can kill, or at the very least, he's bigger than us.
Right.
So we would love to get the egg, but we know we can't. So here's a test.
And then the baby Yoda uses the Force, and none of us were expecting that.
What a scramble. Anyways.
Yeah, it was over easy.
It was. But I honestly think that this episode was so simple, and what I left it going, this whole episode was to show us that Baby Yoda has the Force, and the relationship with Mando and him is very, it's growing. Serious.
Serious.
And so I didn't think much about the egg. And I thought, I was like, this is a fun little adventure that they're going on together.
But I mean, but even he was like, "Are you serious?
Uh-huh.
Like that's what you wanted? You wanted
Yeah.
that egg?" But yeah, it's fine. And then he got his parts back for his ship.
and then
And bada bing, bada boom. Moving on. to
They
episode.
out
Bada bing, bada boom, baby. Yeah. Yeah, overall,
Well,
I would probably rate it.
Okay,
we're not on the ratings yet. We haven't talked about what we disliked yet.
Slow your roll, bro.
Look at this guy. Look
my
at
gosh.
this guy.
Yeah, he's ready to go back into school. It's
That's
Thanksgiving
too much
break.
eggnog for you,
Yeah.
sir.
Oh, cut me off right now.
Holy
All right,
guacamole.
let's talk about what we dislike about the episode, and then we'll talk about ratings and then predictions and stuff.
All right, what I disliked about this movie was actually the
It's
whole egg
not a
scene.
movie. It's actually
You're right.
it's
The
actually
show.
a
I
series.
apologize. The series. I didn't like the egg scene. I thought it was silly. Like, and they got the egg back, and they just cracked it open. Was like, "Yeah, you didn't have to do this. I don't really care." They're like making eggnog right in front of us.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
In Star Wars.
Star Wars. But honestly, yeah, the egg thing. I was like, that was a little bit anticlimactic. But
Okay. But that we don't
What?
know Jawa culture.
What-
Who are you to judge?
Yeah, who am I? I'm a
Jawa?
bias.
How
Yeah,
you would
I
call
need to
them
open my
Jawa
mind.
culture?
Jawackle.
What would you have rather him like gotten?
Maybe a dozen eggs. I don't know. One egg didn't seem like enough.
Just the one?
Yeah, boy. They're gonna go through that thing like crazy.
Or like, why don't you finish the entire grocery list? Like, can you get some parsley, some onions? Like, make a real burrito. I don't know.
But you didn't like that it was a minimal payoff. Like
And-
all that work, he nearly died over an
Yeah,
egg.
exactly. It was
Yeah.
like, that was kind of cheesy. But then again, I have to also reflect that this is also for younger audiences. And so, like,
I mean,
I don't know. The egg thing was just like, we could have picked a
what did
better
you think? Was the
thing.
egg what bothered you the most about the episode? I know what bothered me the most about the episode was the
Really?
fact that he's not the egg. No.
Oh.
I know. I'm pretty picky about my egg products and dishes, but it's not this one.
You go organic.
All right.
That was you love cave-free
No,
eggs.
I'm looking on the sunny side on this one. So, he's an experienced bounty hunter.
Mm-hmm.
He takes his ship to all these different locations to hunt people.
Yes.
And he's
forgot to
never
lock the
thought
doors?
to have some. Exactly. He never has a security system of some kind. No,
Seriously.
You know what I
On
mean?
this plan, I have a ring that is connected to my phone.
And they stripped that thing bare.
They did, and it's just like, are you serious? Like, this is all this
Be better,
advanced
Mando.
technology is like you. Honestly, he put himself in that situation.
He should have known better.
He
Yeah.
should have. So that's
He
what I
for
was
shame.
like.
Better.
I was like, yeah, come
Yeah,
on.
you go get an egg.
But then it was
Unbelievable.
redeemed because then he was wasting Jawas and then disintegrating.
Yeah.
So I got over that, but it's okay.
He was like, Ja 1, Ja 2, Ja 3, disintegrate.
That was a good one. I like that.
The I didn't like the small knife easy killing.
Okay.
Wow.
That was
It's a small
Right.
thing to not like, but all right.
It was just
Literally,
such-
it's a small
No,
thing.
no,
it
no,
was
but
such
he-
a huge
Rhinoceros
thing that he
monsters.
goes into the cave, fires his blaster at it, doesn't do anything, makes it even more angry, gets kicked out of the cave. The whole thing is about to kill him, but the only thing he needed was it to float and just stay still for a couple seconds, and then into the temple. I mean,
the temple, though.
It could have been a jugular. We don't know the anatomy.
Yeah, exactly.
Of this creature.
A remonstrous.
A rhinoceros.
a monstrosity.
A remonstrosity.
Yes.
Can you use it in a sentence?
No, these are not words.
I killed a rhinoceros with a little baby knife.
You didn't even say it right.
Like, all right.
It's a hard thing to say.
Dr.
You try
Seuss,
to say
that's
it.
a little too much LSD for today.
Yeah.
Let's cool down.
You use it in a sentence.
God, we're all one. Monstrosity.
That sounded like you said Ron Swanson.
It's a half Ron Swanson, half dinosaur.
You couldn't kill that with a knife.
Honestly, a half Ron Swanson, half dinosaur would be guarding the most delicious egg ever if it had a side of bacon.
That is true.
Exactly. That is
Very
so
accurate.
true. Very
Anyway.
accurate.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
bad
the
for
knife.
me.
Yeah, I get that. All right, so what would we rate this one? Episode 2. We all had really high ratings for the first episode. I think it had an
did.
average of probably like a 9, right? 9 out of 10. So, Garrett, you're Mr. Optimistic.
Super optimistic. I gave it. What did I give it? I think I gave it a very high A. I think last week the episode.
Did we use numbers or letters?
You know
We
what?
did. We
Shoot.
did A minus.
Did we?
A.
Yeah. I think we did letters.
Okay.
We did.
Okay.
We did. I
Okay,
gave
go
it a
numbers this
solid.
time.
I gave it a solid A.
You-
this
this one?
No. This episode, I'm actually going to go down to because it's a little bit slower, and because
Shorter.
the egg thing was silly. The length of it, I'm actually not upset with. 30 minutes is okay. I enjoy the shortness of these episodes because I'm a busy man.
Length is something I'm usually upset about, but keep going.
Fair. I'm comfortable with it. Anyways, I give it a B. I give it a B because I like... I like the interpersonal relationship that's happening. So I give it a solid B.
Okay.
Okay.
But it wasn't much.
B
It
for
was
Brooke?
slow.
I'll give it a B as well.
I would also give it a B. I'm just gonna.
You're gonna be honest.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna give it a B, just like you guys.
Exactly.
Didn't love it.
No.
Didn't love it.
No, I enjoyed it
you
though.
loved
It was good.
No,
I
yeah,
thought it
you
was
didn't
good.
enjoy
It was
something
B.
and not love
Not
it.
a B plus though. I gave the last one a B plus.
I love the episode 1.
But this one, yeah, a little bit slower. Stakes weren't really as high, even though he almost died. But yeah, but still good.
Yeah.
Bridge the gap to episode 3.
Bridge the gap. And you know who I hope, and he leaves this planet, but, and I said his name wrong. I called him Jawa in the last episode, but
The older man.
the older man I really liked. He was a
I have
likable-
spoken.
I Have Spoken guy. Really enjoyed him as a character, and I hope that he comes back. But if not, oh well. He did a great first 2 episodes.
I enjoyed his character as well. All right. So thoughts on
Episode 3?
baby Yoda
Okay.
and using the Force and where that's going to be going, or what the is Mandalorian going to just have Baby Yoda delivered and he's going to get his bounty and then just say peace out? What are your predictions after you watched episode 2?
Who are you asking?
Theories. That's
Either-
just open.
ooh,
Anybody. It's open.
So I saw the Force, and I just really hope that they don't go trying to connect this with the rest of the series. I want this to be its standalone Star Wars. Like if they create more Jedis we've never met, and they like kind of expand the universe and not bring it back to what we've already known, I would love that.
Okay.
If they bring it into what we already know with maybe The Last Skywalker or any of the rest of it, I would like to see. They're doing a really good job of it right now, so I might be pleasantly surprised, but I'm a little pessimistic that if they bring it back to the older story, I'm going to be like, I want to see more of the universe because it's new. We don't know anything about it. I'm enjoying it. Keep it going. That's what I say.
That's how you think his powers are gonna be.
No, he was just sharing his predictions.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't want him to be like, I'm the son of Yoda.
Gotcha. Yeah.
He might be the son of Yoda.
He might actually be Yoda.
You think? Reincarnation?
We don't know how
Potentially.
this works.
I wanna
It could be,
meet
you know what,
baby
you guys,
Mama Yoda.
it could be a female.
It might be a Sith
Very
Yoda.
progressive.
Could be a
It
Sith.
could
Yeah,
be a
exactly.
female
It's got
Yoda.
force powers, but as an identified as a Jedi or a Sith. Right?
It loves kissing.
It
loves kissing and it loves killing.
Oh my
Killing
gosh.
frogs.
What if it was a dark? Ooh, I
What
like
if he
that.
was trying to kill the Mandalorian instead of heal his arm? He's just like, I'm gonna put this guy out of
He's trying
misery.
to force choke him.
He's a little too young.
Dang it. He's right though. I do need to go to
I know.
bed.
All right.
I think he's gonna.
What's your predictions?
I think we may have seen as powerful as he can be
For now.
because of what it took out of the of Baby Yoda.
Yeah, he was pooped.
He was
He had to take
out.
a nap.
I actually think he
it.
did poop. They didn't show that scene, but Mandalorian changed.
He's got
his
to change the diaper. He got to change them diapers.
Holy shit! There was a lot of Yoda poop.
So yes, I think we've probably seen the most powerful that he will be
For now.
for now.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
So whether or not we'll see more like some force push, force
Some
pull,
force lightning.
some force lightning, maybe some. These are not the droids you're looking for.
These are really great
Exactly.
predictions. I'm excited to see all this just come to fruition.
This is not the baby.
Exactly.
This is not Baby Yoda you seek.
Like this
See,
is
see
this is
Baby
not the
Yoda.
happy
This
meal.
is not.
This is not the Happy Meal toy that I asked for. Go to the back and get me another one.
Oh gosh, McDonald's would make it onto every single planet in the universe.
Yeah, that's true. Ain't that the truth?
They are
They're working on it. I'm
the
sure.
most delicious empire.
So I think
I see what you.
I think kind of what we talked about, like we get to see the relationship between the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda kind of growing
I think
already.
Gonna end. I think that's gonna, and I don't think. I think
out
we're gonna.
of here.
I think we're gonna span onto 2 different storylines.
Oh, Baby Yoda has
Baby Yoda
like
has his
saying
own-
jumping frogs and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd
The
watch that
Mandalorian.
show. I'd get Baby Yoda's own spinoff. He was in 2 episodes and he gets his greenlit. Oh, I'd watch that show.
He just
Baby Yoda.
force levitates a bunch of frogs. Just
He still like is being pursued by bounty hunters.
Yeah.
But he's only with them for like 2 episodes and then they're just like, I can't turn this guy in. He's just so cute.
that's how he travels.
Yeah, that's what he gets. Yeah, he doesn't really.
plan
He doesn't
it.
pay for an Uber. He's just like, yeah, come and get me, and then just bring me one planet over here. You know,
It's hilarious.
got to get my chicken tendies. All right, you guys. Well, I think it's a good time to sign off on episode 2.
Great episode. Great show.
Great episode.
Having fun.
Super fun and
Can't wait for the next episode.
Absolutely.
All right.
I know. I can't wait to finally watch it.
I'm super excited.
Guys, we're gonna go watch the episode real quick and then be right back.
All
right.
I have spoken.
All right.
What a piece of junk.